Hi, my name is Zoe Luna, and this is my mom.
Hi, I'm Ophelia, and this is Zoe.
And this is our authentic life. When I was about 2 years old, I knew that I was a girl. A lot of people, like my brother and my dad, they all directed me toward being more masculine and being more like, you know, playing with army toys and stuff like that. And I always thought, why am I gonna play with that? I'm a girl, I'm not gonna play with that. And I always knew that I was just a girl. And when I went to school in fourth grade and fifth grade, mainly fifth grade, it was really hard because I was getting discriminated by a lot of teachers, especially this one teacher who called me disgusting for wearing mascara and made me do a pledge for laughing. And it was really hard because I couldn't put my hair a certain way, I couldn't dress a certain way. I would get in trouble, and they would send me to the office. And so we contacted the ACLU, and we got help from them. And now I'm living my life as who I am, and I feel much better living it as me. So yeah.
Hi, Zoe came to me when she was very young, about 4 years old, and would explain to me that she was a girl and not a boy. There was a lot of issues with that because in daycare the staff didn't understand her reasoning for playing with girl toys or dressing as a princess at playtime. They suggested I take her to counseling because there was obviously something wrong because she didn't play with her, boy toys or cars or want to be the fireman or anything like that. I did take her to therapy, and it helped the whole family out. It brought up more understanding of what transgender was at that point, and it was a good thing for us. It was difficult for her during her elementary years in school. There was a lot of discrimination. She couldn't come out to her peers. She couldn't tell them how she felt about herself. She couldn't wear her hair in a ponytail because she was still back then presenting as a boy. And we fought for her opportunity to be okay in school and be able to be herself. She became a totally different person. She's much happier. She's very comfortable with herself. She's very self-confident, very strong. I'm extremely proud of her. Things have really changed. Her grades are much better. She doesn't miss school. That's a big thing because before, she wouldn't even go to school. She didn't want to be in school. There's still issues when, students will remember the past and want to bring it up, but she does very well. She handles herself great. She's, like I said, very strong. She came out to the student body just so that she could not be labeled or people would not assume things of her, and she would be able to take control of her life and be her authentic self. I just think she's awesome, and I'm her biggest supporter.
So I had to come out to my school. At first, I was already openly trans in fifth grade because I transitioned in the middle of the year. So I moved schools from the school that I was going, and in seventh grade, this grade, I had to tell everybody that I am trans because it was just too much. There was so much yearbooks coming up of my old self, and the names were being flied out, and it was just really hard for me to live my life and with the secret. So I had to come out because this girl, she kept telling me, oh, I saw this yearbook picture and that person looks just like you, And so I was like, oh, thank you, What? I'm tired of the lies. It is me, You're welcome. And so she's like, oh, don't worry, I won't tell anybody. And then right away she ran and told her friend. So it's like, whatever. Yeah. I'm so glad that AB 1266 passed because now it allows me to use the restrooms that I follow with as a girl, and I have there's no Oh, well, you can't really use that, but because the law passed, and so now I'm allowed to use it. I'm just really grateful that it passed. My favorite subject in school is algebra. I usually didn't like math, but now since it just comes really easily to me. And when I grow up, I want to be an actress or a singer, and I want to study fashion. Some of my role models are Ariana Grande because she's amazing. She's beautiful. She has a great singing voice. She's an actress and she has a lot of great fashion. Like she has really girly fashion and I love that. Also, my mom. My mom, she's so brave and she's just always there for me. And like, I love her so much. And she's just one of my biggest inspirations. Being here today at the Transgender Summit, it's just with all these people, it's just really, it's great, because there's so many people that are out, and that's just showing that the world's changing, and that the world is becoming more accepting and enlightened, and I think it's awesome to see all these trans people here. It makes me feel like I'm not alone, and I know now that I'm not alone. My advice for transgender students or kids who are living their lives, I'm just saying, if you're having a hard time with parents understanding and school and other stuff like that, I'm just gonna say keep going. You know, there's you're always gonna make it. Just never give up, never fail. Just keep going.
What I can say to a student or a child or a young adult or young person that's transgender and having difficulties is if you can't get the support at home, search and you will find support. There are a lot of people out there that are allies that understand your plight, that are willing to do anything to help you get through. Mostly, I want you to know that you are valuable, you're important, and that we need you here in this world and in this community. You can shine through, no matter what anybody else thinks. There's a thing that I always tell her, and I always say it to her when I drop her off at school. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you have to do or be who you have to be. Nobody can treat you badly, and they don't have a right to run your life. There are a lot of parents out there that are willing to help. Your parents, understand what's going on, and just remember to stay strong. It will pass. It will pass.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Zoe.